So I decided to bring on my Will Ospreay hat to watch the show tonight, and he loses his match tonight. So I don't know. Maybe this is a bad luck charm. It's starting to turn into a bad luck charm. I don't know. But hey, guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strunk from QuickTime Reactions, and I wanted to give my thoughts about AEW Full Gear 2024. I think tonight was a pretty good show. Definitely sets up a lot of stuff and definitely tells us where we are headed to in the future. So let's just start out with this. The main event, Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the AEW World title. Orange started out fast and hot, hitting a lot of orange punches, but once he gave Moxley a bit of room to work with, Moxley just tore him down, busted him open on the stairs, and just basically ground and pounded him. But Orange fought back. He hit a few more orange punches, hit a beach break for a near fall, and looked like he was gonna win it, but the rest of the Death Riders came out, Claudio and Pac. They were about to jump Orange in the ring, but the rest of the conglomeration, Ishii, Rocky Romero, and Kyle O'Reilly came out to neutralize the two-thirds of the Trios champs. Shafir looked like she was going to hit Orange with the briefcase, but Willow Nightingale made the save on that, and Orange actually hit Mox with the briefcase. That led to a near fall. But in the end, Wheeler Yuta wearing a hoodie came in, hit a knee on Orange, set Moxley up perfectly to hit his Death Rider to retain his AEW title. I do think this is the right decision, because to me, I think Moxley should have a decent run with the belt, considering what happened post-match, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I don't know if his reign will make it out of this year, though. I'm not so sure. They're going to have to do a lot of convincing and a lot of work to get to where I think they need to be. So let me talk about the post-match. In the post-match, Wheeler has this bottle of like soap or cleaner, and they just drench Cassidy with it. And the conglomeration, no, not the conglomeration. Who comes? Oh yeah. Hangman Page, who we'll talk about his match in a little bit in like the short form stuff. He came out and was looking like he was going to go face to face with Moxley. He had a chair in hand. And if anybody's going to match Moxley's crazy, it is definitely Hangman's crazy. But no, this was a setup for Christian to run down, hit his Unprettier, and it seemed as though Christian was going to cash in his opportunity for the AEW title match. But nope, Jay White came down, hit a Blade Runner on Cage, and that allowed for the Death Riders to ambush White and get out. But before they could hop on into their truck, a varied beat-up car with some interesting graffiti rams the front end of the truck. They have to grab a rental car, the Death Riders, and get out of Dodge. And it is, of course, Darby Allin, who smashed up their car and continued to smash up their car with his skateboard. So, again, I think they're going to have to do some build-up to get people to actually buy that Darby can actually beat Moxley for the title. I mean, I think it'd be a really cool way to end the year off, but I also kind of want to see Moxley's reign go into 2025. Just my thought. Lashley and Swerve were the semi-main event. This was definitely power and speed, similar to Takeshita Ricochet. Lashley was dominating Swerve until the rest of the Hurt Syndicate got sent out from ringside. Swerve started to dip into his bucket of crazy. He even locked eyes with MVP, and MVP was like, hey, I don't want any of this. But in the end, after Lashley speared Swerve through the barricade, he was able to get him back in the ring, spear him, and put him in the hurt lock and make him pass out. Lashley wins his pay-per-view debut with AEW, And in the end, they also put Prince Nana in the hurt lock as well, and they get out of there. So yeah, I think this was a really good performance for Lashley, and I thought Swerve also looked really good as well, dipping into that bucket of crazy that he is. The next match that I want to talk about, Takeshita Ricochet for the international title. I was wondering why in Ospreay and Fletcher that Callis didn't get more involved in that match. Well, I think they were saving him to get somewhat involved in this match. A real nice back and forth between these two. I think these two work extremely well together. They're absolutely smooth, absolutely crisp. At one point, Ricochet hits his shooting star, and I sincerely thought that was going to be the end of the match, but no, Takeshita kicked out. Takeshita kept going for his bicycle knee, but Ricochet would always catch it. But in the end, Takeshita was able to hit his bicycle knee with the knee exposed in order to retain his international title. Ospreay and Fletcher, I think, was probably my match of the night. I love it when two guys that really know each other well just like slug it out, and these two basically did just that. There's one point in the match where they're just chopping each other's chests, and it looked like it hurt so bad. Absolutely beautiful back and forth. But in the end, though, and this was one of the predictions that I got wrong, Fletcher ended up beating Ospreay. And, I'm happy for Fletcher. Huge win over, one of the top guys in the company is nothing to sneeze at. I just hope that, this leads to something, and, hopefully Fletcher doesn't get lost in the shuffle. I'm going to speed run some more stuff. Hangman lost to Jay White, which I sincerely thought he was going to get his win back and actually be able to beat Jay White, but nope. He got caught out in a Blade Runner and just lost. Daniel Garcia, he is the new TNT champion. He beat Jack Perry via submission. It was an absolutely amazing match, and I'm so happy that Daniel Garcia finally has the chance to show what he's worth as a singles guy and finally has the TNT title. And now hopefully he gets to do some good things with it. MJF beat Roderick Strong. Private Party retained their tag titles against the Outrunners, the Acclaimed, and Kings of the Black Throne. It definitely seems like they are going to potentially split up the Acclaimed. I have no idea which of the two will be better off as singles guys, but we're gonna wait and see and find out. And of course, the match that everybody wanted to know the results of, Big Boom AJ, he beat QT Marshall on the 0 hour with a big power bomb, and the Rizzler was there as well doing his thing. That's the match that everybody wants to know the result about, so I just gave it to you. There you go. But yeah, I would say AEW Full Gear 2024, I thought it was a solid show. I can't wait to see what happens on the next weeks of Dynamite. In fact, I'm actually going to be at Dynamite, at an upcoming Dynamite. So that'll be some fun, and maybe I'll post some of the entrances to YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys at World's End for the next AEW pay-per-view. And in 1 week's time, you guys are going to get my Survivor Series reactions. I'll see you guys then.